Before we dive in, a quick setup. We're using a small Fabric Lakehouse that holds all the key data, isolates, thresholds, alerts, and optional alert summaries. The notebook 01 ingest, it runs the full pipeline, and the Power BI report AMR policy alerts, it connects directly to it. In short, this setup turns routine lab data into policy-aligned, stable antimicrobial resistance alerts, and when available, adds short narrative summaries. Stable in this instance means the probability that true resistance exceeds the policy threshold tau is greater than zero point 0.8, and it's either consistent over time or clearly trending upwards with a slope of 0.05, greater than 0.05. So looking at the lake house, we have the isolates, right? Some samples tested and percent resistance. And then we have the thresholds, the policy cutoffs, and then we have the alerts, which includes estimated resistance, probability above tau, and stability flag. And then we have alert summaries, which are short human readable notes. Everything lives in clean delta tables, so what you see in Power BI comes straight from here. Running the notebook reloads the data, picks thresholds, smooths noisy rates, calculates the probability that data is greater than tau, and applies stability rules. If summaries exist, they're linked automatically by a single key. Usually, okay, we designed the notebook to be able to generate summaries using uh, an agent, but since we're on the trial version of Fabric, our capacity is limited, so we had to do a manual demonstration. But yeah, looking at this query, it gives a national snapshot. It Each row shows a province, its threshold tau, probability above tau, then the stability and the reason, like gate plus persistence or gate plus slope. It shows where the stable policy relevant alerts are and why. Looking at moving to moving to moving into Limpopo, zooming into a specific province, we see the same measures by specimen, blood, urine, and wound, and so on. If a narrative exists, we show its title, key bullets, and an SMS length summary. If not, we just show the verified facts, but never made up or generated the text. Moving on to the Power BI report. We at the top we see 644 stable alerts at the current year and 11.4% up from the last year. The map shows alert intensity by province, and the trend line over here, it tracks national PR alert over time. At the bottom, we see a matrix which combines organisms and antibiotics, showing alert probability and number of stable alerts, as well as the impact score. So you can instantly spot pairs like E. coli plus ciprofloxacin driving the national signal. Running along to uh, page two, what it does is that it breaks the matrix out in four. Same metrics, national totals across organisms and antibiotics. For example, E. coli plus ciprofloxacin is at 100% PR alert with 68 stable alerts and an impact score just over 1,400,000. Clearly one of the strongest national signals. Going along finally to page three, it shows the stability rules, how the stability rules perform overall. We have a gate pass percentage, which is the share above the threshold where the probability uh, that tau is greater than zero point 0.8. And then we have persistence K2 percentage, which is the alerts appearing in 2 of the last 3 years. And then we have the slow pass percentage, which is those trending upward. Right now, the gate pass is high, but persistence and slope are low, meaning most alerts are newer rather than long-term trends. The small line chart repeats the national probability trend to show that movement over time. In closing, we have one notebook which builds the facts. The Power BI report makes them decision ready. When capacity allows, the data agent can answer these same questions automatically. For today, we've shown the full process, transparent, quick, and repeatable. Thank you so much for your time. I hope I did not bore you as much as I bored myself, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye bye.